Ever wondered what Wall Street actually is? It's not just a physical street in lower Manhattan. It's the symbolic heart of the American financial system, a place synonymous with massive wealth, high-stakes trading, and, let's be honest, a lot of jargon. But understanding how it works doesn't require an MBA. In fact, the core concepts are surprisingly straightforward. At its simplest, Wall Street is where capital money is exchanged for assets. It's the mechanism that connects those who need money, like companies looking to expand, with those who have money, like investors saving for retirement. This process primarily happens through the financial markets, especially the stock market and the bond market. Think of the stock market as a massive bazaar where pieces of ownership in public companies are bought and sold. When you buy a stock, you become a shareholder, and your fate is tied to that company's success or failure. The goal is simple: buy low, sell high, but who facilitates all this action? That's where the key players come in. The visible part of Wall Street is filled with major institutions, investment banks, brokerage firms, and exchanges. Investment banks like Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley help companies go public, a process called an initial public offering, or IP, which is essentially selling those first shares to the public to raise capital. Brokerage firms like Schwab or Fidelity act as the middleman, giving everyday people access to, buy, and sell those stocks and bonds. And the exchanges, like the New York Stock Exchange, are the actual marketplaces where the transactions are executed. They set the rules and maintain order. But it's not just about stocks. A huge part of Wall Street involves the bond market, often called fixed income. When you buy a bond, you are essentially lending money to a government or a corporation. En din retourne, they promise to print a plus in trade period. Bonds are generally considered less risky than stocks, making them crucial for stability. So, why does any of this matter to you? Wall Street dictates the flow of capital that funds innovation, creates jobs, and determines the value of the savings you have in your retirement accounts, whether you know it or not. The collective activities here influence interest rates, housing costs, and the overall health of the economy. Understanding its mechanics is the first step in taking control of your financial future and demystifying the big picture of money. If you found this overview helpful, hit that like button and let me know in the comments what Wall Street term we should break down next.